welcome in. I just want to say that you have never been as close to you are as you are now to becoming your most authentic self. The ways that you have poured into yourself, the ways that you have poured into understanding and really embodying and embracing what is you, what isn't you, what resonates with you and what no longer resonates with you. You know, you have probably been making some shifts recently that have really pushed you to question the people that you surround yourself with, the self talk that you have with yourself, the ways that you show up and nurture and nourish and take care of you. And in this reading today, I want to see if we can uncover what might be blocking you from really just solidifying you stepping into this reality here, okay? So I want to get a card first from my Archangel Michael deck, then we're going to pull from some angels and ancestors oracle as well. If you're new here, hello, welcome. Welcome to our beautiful, sparkling, abundant collective. I'm Miranda. And I love this. Number 25. You would be here. You would be here right now receiving this message. Put your creativity energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your vision and creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. Oh my gosh. And what an honor it is to be able to lean into your creativity in such a way, you know, with just unmasking and really honoring your creative aspects of yourself, right? Like, your creativity is our gift from God, and the use of your creativity is your gift back to God. And it's important right now to take joy in the ways that you're creating who you are, because you have done so much purging and so much releasing around past narratives of you that, you know, you are really surrendering to this energy of thinking that it must be just one way, or that your vision must come to life with just one sort of set of perimeters. And I love this because I think that there's a level of shedding old skin. You know, it's this serpent energy, completion, eating the tail. You could be seeing snake energy more. You know, you're questioning if you should move in a new direction. And I think that right now this may be exactly what's coming up to surface around where you feel blocked in truly and authentically expressing yourself. Give yourself permission to trust in the higher process, trust in the forces that are leading you to become the greatest version of you. What does this look like, right? What does this look like here from my friend? You know, being open to healing information. I think that sometimes we want to jump into the next chapter without recognizing the investment that's necessary for offering ourselves a certain kind of loving medicine. You know, it's important, I think, sometimes to recognize that the inner knowledge that is being unveiled to you around how you're moving isn't something that you have to have figured out all at once, okay? And I think that really taking some space and some time to reflect and consider, like, what are the ways that you feel loved? What are the ways that you feel honored? What are the ways that you feel connected? And you know, this is interesting because I think sometimes it's hard to realize, like, what ways we feel connected with ourselves when we're asked sort of on the spot. So a good way to sort of look at this is thinking about when you surround yourself with people who love you and who care about you, you know, what are the ways that you feel loved and secure and, you know, grounded? Discernment is coming up here, and I think that with discernment coming in and realization, it's like there's a real level of self trust that we are coming face to face with here in your reality. And I think that sometimes it's hard when we have so many people. I feel like I'm picking up for two groups of people here. Some of you have had very powerful moments where, you have had authority come in and say this, and this. And, also there's some ways that you feel that you need to be to sort of meet those criteria that other people have put on you. Or if you're in the other group, it's like you have put these expectations on yourself and you're not giving yourself the grace, the extension of love and compassion that's absolutely needed for you to be able to move through this void space. I feel like a lot of you are in this place where you're being asked to look face face on at your fears and what kind of boundaries you're establishing around what you know that you are worthy of receiving. Okay? And self-love is coming in. Take time to reflect on why I matter, why my work is valuable, why the visions that I have are important to the bigger energy at play here. This is going to resonate for everyone differently. Nourishment on the bottom of the deck here, and acceptance. What spaces have you been asked to accept that you may not be nurturing or taking care of yourself here? It's like there's almost a course correct that's coming in here for you. So as we pull a few more cards here, what does this collective need to know about this breakthrough in authenticity? 444 could be significant for you. Hidden knowledge, Akashic records, and silent understanding. Wow, you are so powerful, beautiful soul. You don't even recognize the ways that you connect so deeply to your higher self because it's such a beautifully integrated process already that it's like you don't even recognize what you've moved through to get to this point where you love yourself as much as you do. And I think that it's important to be mindful that vulnerability and truth and humility is so important when we're talking about authenticity, because it's breaking these molds of being these cookie cutter versions that society has said this is the only way that this is acceptable. This is the only way that, you're going to receive love and nourishment. And, this is the only way is what I'm hearing. And it's like, there's not only one way, and the way that you tap in intuitively to what you have learned is so powerful. Your sacred purpose, has to do with nurturing, compassion, offering grace, and if only to yourself. When we extend these levels of acceptance to ourselves, there's deeper love and deeper acceptance that we can offer for those around us. So there's a need here to really tune into, your eternal flame. And have the courage, courage has been coming up a lot for our collective here. Strength, fierceness, family. It takes courage to approach things that are challenging. And I know that authenticity isn't always a walk in the park, because there's a lot of shedding that's necessary. And sometimes it's uncomfortable to let go of who we thought we were to be who we are, and the confines that other people have put on us, right? And you are becoming something new here. The wings of light. Oh, look at that. Stop. Direct confirmation. It says becoming something new and planting something new. There's a becoming and a planting in the same breath for you right now, my friend. Okay? Release the constraints around allowing yourself to receive the blessings that you need. What constraints are coming in for this collective here? Ooh, some of you could be connected to twin flame energy. This could even have to do with a soul connection. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection, it can be. But there is this energy where really looking at, just the way, okay, I see. Sorry, I was getting it. I was like, it's like sometimes we have to rock the boat with the people that know us best to break the chains of what they think and who we are. Okay? And it's like this is where the power and the healing of self love comes in, turning darkness into light. So, moving forward, let's see what you need to know energetically. Power. This is a full moon card here, which, I want you to think about very intentionally what ways and narratives and perceptions that are being challenged within your own view of power. For me, I've struggled in my life sort of. I'm a very I like to think I'm a very fun, enjoyable company, and I love to make a comfortable space for people to feel just comfort in the space that I hold for them. And oftentimes that would lead me to bringing and being in a really fun and silly energy. And oftentimes that actually put me into this narrative where I sort of put myself off as this, oh, I'm kind of silly and stupid. And I was like, that's so the opposite of what is actually my authentic truth. And it took a really long time for me to admit to myself the intelligence that I have and the ways that I move through things. I may not talk like everybody else. I may not connect the pieces and express my ideas like everyone else. But that doesn't mean that they're not valuable, and that doesn't mean that they're not intellectual. There are some people that I've been made fun of in my life by the ways that they want to belittle who I am and how I show up. And it's been an opportunity for me to step into my own power to say, you know what? No, I know my power. I know my truth. I know that I'm smart, and I know that I'm worthy, right? And right now it's you've got to surrender to this different flow of your willpower. Your willpower is so important, and it's so valuable. And there's so much energy of momentum behind it, even in places and spaces where you feel like you don't have energy to give. Giving energy and not giving energy are two very powerful expressions of will in the same breath. And I know you may have felt some extremes around really being able to focus, but I just want to acknowledge that it's okay if you've been having a hard time challenging on this expression of yourself. The resilience that you have to the commitment of breaking through these chains is the most powerful piece of the equation here. Okay, you're saying, fear, step aside. All right, I am stepping into my growth with patient action. Take that as an affirmation. I am stepping into my growth with patient action. So I want to get one more card to see what's coming forward for you. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, please check out my website, thirdeyeroses.com. I would be honored to read for you, beautiful souls. Adapt and thrive. Luck flows with change. Stay flexible, embrace the shifts, and learn from the journey as answers reveal themselves. I feel like I don't even need to pull another card after that. Embrace the shifts. I am staying flexible, and I am learning from my journey as these answers reveal themselves. Beautiful. So I'm being called to pull one more card here. Patience. That's 2 cards with patience. All right, patience, patience, patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. And you know this, okay? You know this because you've experienced moments where you've been like, wow, if I would have received that insight or that thing or, that vision before the exact moment, that connection before the exact moment that you did. It's like there's perception on why the divine timing is so relevant and so important. You are so held. You are so held, beautiful soul. All right. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If you enjoyed the vibe, subscribe and let me know it was good. All right. I'm rooting for you. Onward and upward. Until next time, TTFN. Ta ta for now.